All right, we are going to take a look at the skies here in Indianapolis. As you can see, it looks like just a beautiful day to get out there and go walking or walk your dog or take a jog or just get out and get some exercise. Just be outdoors, right? Because as Matt is about to tell us, unfortunately, the weather pattern is about to change.
Change in a big way. You were just talking about dogs a moment ago. It's Bark in the Park night at the Indians.
Nice.
Question is, when will storms hit?
Oh, that's
Can we squeeze that in? I think we've got some good news for you because it looks like this storm slowing down maybe by an hour or two. So the strongest thunderstorms are likely to come in sometime, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. I'm going to show you the timing across the state here in just a moment. But there's a storm system that's coming our way. Got a warm front that's going to lift on through, helping us to reach more 70s, maybe even a couple 80s, especially south of Indianapolis later this afternoon. So overall, it's a really nice Thursday. Just a few extra clouds coming in. But then these storms that are just east of Kansas City headed towards Columbia, and then they'll be crossing the Mississippi River here in the next couple of hours. That's our activity for tonight. It's just starting, so it's not really severe right now. But over time, it's going to get really strong in Illinois. And then as they cross in Indiana later this evening, they'll start to weaken, but they could still pack a punch for some of us, especially south and west of Indianapolis. But right now, we are warming up. Later this afternoon, we should hit some upper 70s. Maybe some low 80s. Nice south winds this afternoon, too. Could be gusting near 15 to 20 miles per hour. So we're just talking about Bark in the Park tonight at the Vic. We'll probably be in the upper 70s for first pitch, which is at 6:35. Clouds will continue to increase. We may not see that much sun throughout the game. But we think the storm chances will probably come in more 9 to 10 o'clock, maybe just as the game is wrapping up. Now, if we go into overtime, extra innings, we're going to have some problems with some storm chances. But if we can get this game wrapped up, hopefully with a win, we should be able to get out of the stadium before the storms come in. Some of these storms could be kind of gnarly later this evening and overnight tonight. The worst severe weather is going to be just to our south and west. Now in Indiana, kind of gets cuts off there towards Jasper, Vincennes, and south and west towards Evansville. And most of central Indiana teetering between a 1 and 2. So we've got lower severe threats, but still a good wind threat probably packing on through with some of these storms. Let's talk about timing now. Now this map is showing you the arrival time. Probably also when the storms will be most severe. Once the storms hit you, you probably get an hour of some nasty weather and then maybe a few more hours of scattered rain and rumbles into the overnight. But 7 to 9, so right there close to sunset, west of Indianapolis, western Indiana. If you get close to Indy, you go north or south, Carmel, Greenwood, south to IU, or even Columbus, 9 to 11 would be start time. Once you get east of Newcastle, headed towards Richmond and Winchester and Muncie, 11 o'clock this evening to 1 a.m. in the morning. So it's not until later tonight before we even get some of these thunderstorms. Here's a little bit closer of a view. So they'll be marching from the west to the east over time. I want to show you what I'm talking about here with Future Track 13. We've got a lot of nice weather next several hours, but those storms start crossing the state line about 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. They're from west to east, just chugging along I-70. Likely the strongest thunderstorms will be south of I-70. They quickly move. They're going to be moving 40 to 50 miles per hour. Once they hit, watch out for some scattered rain and rumbles. Tomorrow's going to be a lot cooler. We may still hit some 60s with a very isolated shower, but overall we've got cooler weather on the way. Karen, we're going to be knocked back down to some 50s this weekend, so a lot cooler. We may not hit the 70s until maybe the end or the next week after this coming week, Karen.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.